Nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide. Nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide. Shout outs to you for watching Flippity Floppity Floop. Welcome to the 300 subscriber special, I guess. Nowhere to run, nowhere else to run except back to Cuphead. Cuphead and my channel have a special relationship. So let's go with Ruby and Croaks, and the spread shot is the worst, but let's go with the Lobber. The Lobber is actually my jam, and yeah. What else could we use? The charge, the cyclone. I'm trying to think of what all these guys would need, and I don't know. A straight shot with good damage breaks into. I don't know what that is. I don't know if I ever actually used it, so we'll find out. And then invincibility is not really good for this. I want my Thunder Beam back. I don't need to weaken my power. I need. I need the dash. Let's go with the dash. All right. So, um, yeah, man. Me and Cuphead, complicated relationship. This game is hard. This game is really, really hard. That's the bit, right? Oh, jeez. Super hard. Not like a little bit hard. I mean, you're watching it, right? We're all about to go on this journey. Oh my god, there's already first damage, and it's the stupid potato. Bam. Alright. And then, in addition to being hard, it's gorgeous, it's aesthetically just like so pleasing. Look at this fun onion dude, thing. I don't know. Oh, they're so fast now. I just gotta get used to that. Um, anyway, yeah, you die. You die a lot. A ton. The enemies are all very strong. They have a million attacks. Each of the attacks has like variations. Okay, so I can't get you at this time. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, whoa! Whoa! Wow. Oh, this is neat. Not really. This is even better than the homing gun. I wonder what its bomb does. I'm still died. I still died. Ah. I was close though. That's tragic. I was really close to die, but nonetheless. And that's it, right? Like it's gorgeous and it's hard, and you do it a lot, and it's going to upset you eventually. And I'm pretty sure that's why you're watching this video, because you want to see this game break me. Well, a million years ago, when I first started recording Cuphead, I was in a bad place personally, and I basically couldn't feel pain. I basically was invincible. So this game that had been sitting on my calendar, horizon, whatever, I'd been thinking about it for a very long time, playing it, but I don't want to do a rage game. I never wanted to do a rage game in general. I don't like getting upset when I play video games, but it's a big game. It's a big deal. And there's, a lot of people out there who want to see more, want to see this. So it was definitely like, maybe you should consider doing this for your channel, bro. Anywho, I did. When I was not exactly feeling pain in my personal life, I said, listen, now is the time for me to play the hardest game, that I could think of playing. And guess what? It worked out well in the beginning. In the beginning, it was just me playing a game with skill, achieving things. And that was great. So that was hard, right? Like that, yeah, I mean, because it was all new. It was all new attacks, all new stuff. And how did I do? Bam. Yes, another perfect score. I didn't even realize I got a perfect on one of the other ones. I renamed the video because I finally rewatched it, and it was like, yeah, you actually got a perfect on that one. I was very happy. It's the one with the bird. Another thing, so if you go through my videos that don't have audio commentary, because originally I wasn't going to do commentary. I mean, I still don't. I beat it. I wonder if the Kelder Couple has anything new to say. Slash, is there's any places I can go to over here? Kettle, I beat the devil. I probably already talked to you. You probably didn't have much to say. All right, fine. Um, yeah, I didn't do commentary because I was just like rage playing this game, but um, you know, it's a good thing I played it because as much as my channel had been, I don't know, not struggling, but like my channel, like it was getting its legs. Then Cuphead immediately juiced me. Cuphead like drove the numbers through the roof almost instantaneously, and that was great, for my confidence at the time. And as a result, it's always kind of had a special place for me. I've always been like, you know, can't wait to get back to Cuphead on the channel. Of course, Cuphead is super hard, so it has been a very like a long road to like motivate myself to get back, because originally I did everything since I was having such a rough time in my life. I just did everything. I beat the game. I beat uh I got P ratings on all the levels, which is, so the levels are broken up into two ways. There are levels that are um like this, that is just like you and a boss like going to town for, until one of you goes down. And then there are several that are like, they call them run and guns, and basically it's, like a platforming level, like a more appropriate platforming level where you run around. Don't kill me while I do this, you're dead. Where you run around and kill bosses, and you just like avoid like whatever. You understand what a platforming level is. You can rewatch my videos starting with grade P, where I went back and did all those where you don't get hit. That's how you get a special grade on those. But on these boss levels, I think all you have to do is beat them on. Did I beat him on expert? Was that? Yeah, that was expert. All right, fine, whatever. Um, so this P rating here means not only have I beaten this level, but I did it without getting hit. Or I'm sorry, without killing any bad guys, which is a chore. One of the things you realize as you start playing this game is that the weapons are kind of superfluous. Like the game is designed for that P rating. It's designed for you to go back and beat these levels without. All right, let's do it, guys. Let's do it. It's Ribby and Croaks. You know, so the interesting thing about the weapons being a little bit overpowered. I mean, they're not overpowered because you are all. I mean, look at this, right? I am always on my back pedal, on my back step. For some reason, that expression is escaping me, and I'm gonna die. Okay, all right. I did a very bad job of fighting them, but that's fine. I think the issue might be lobber. I think I might need a longer range gun. I don't know. This is making it. Does it make it from all the way over here? The trick is, it's not killing enough of their projectiles. These yoga fire guys are definitely going to cause me some problems, but maybe I just need to slow it down. Yeah, this gun's not going to work. There we go. Look at this thing. This thing is so neat. And I don't feel bad about using it. I had seen other YouTubers play this game prior to me playing it. I mean, because, it's hard. And I was like, nothing's that hard. Oh my god, this game gets so hard. However, some of them, it's clear some of the weapons are better than others. It's very clear some of the weapons are better than others. And what everybody who, I guess, plays this game on the internet already knows, like if you look it up, you're supposed to get the homing gun. The homing gun makes your life like a million times easier. Anyway, I'm a stubborn idiot, so I didn't. I didn't get the homing gun. Oh, it goes in a nice pattern. I didn't know that. I didn't get the homing gun the first time. I'm dead. I pressed it way too soon. The maybe just this part now, because it seems to get it gets to. All right, so the trick is those go in a pattern. I didn't realize they were actually coming in a pattern. I thought I was just like supposed to be on my guard for all possible configurations of fisticuffs. Nonetheless, the home and gun makes your life real easy on a ton of bosses and a ton of levels, and so if you're paying attention, like you're reading it up, you get that beforehand, and I didn't. So I had a heck of a time on a ton of levels, and the whole time I was like, boy, I wish I wasn't getting so frustrated, but as a result, I'm kind of pro, you know, like I'm kind of well versed in what all the bosses do. I'm kind of well versed in how all my weapons and such work, you know, and all the environments, you know. It's just because, like, man, I died a million times, and you are welcome to participate in that little journey of mine if you go back in my channel just a little bit. And see all just the beatings that this game handed me. And believe me, I'm kind of showing off now because, all right, so where the weapon thing gets interesting is, so the main game comes out, you know, and it's got a bunch of weapons in it that kind of break the balance. God, so many coins, so many coins. I thought they stopped. All right. Oh God. Oh God. Wow. Ah. So the weapons, you know, they make your life easier. And then, but there's a lot of them. There's a homing gun, there's a spread cannon, like all the classics. If you ever played, you know, like an old school shooter, or you're even familiar with them, like from Contra days, or from Life Force Gradius, any of those old shooters that we were all raised on back in the 80s and 90s, all those weapon archetypes are represented. So then they did some DLC, which was great. You know, who doesn't love DLC? Especially for a game that was as runaway successful as this is. And they added like 4 more weapons, and all of those weapons are really overpowered compared to the other ones. So the DLC bosses, they can hang with some of the newer weapons, and that's fine. But these older bosses, they are just donezo when it comes to using some of the, I don't want to say cheap, but like the newer weapons, you know. So like the Lobber's an older one, and it's kind of overpowered. There's also the game's logic, I guess. Like the design logic at play here is that you only get money in the run and gun levels, but you obviously need the weapons for the boss levels. So I guess, you know, thinking logically, there was a consideration that you would, you know, run into a boss that you couldn't beat, and then like ipso facto Mega Man style, oh god, you would go to the store and be like, okay, well, I need this weapon in order to do it. It's tricky because, oh my god, the weapons are all horribly overpriced, like for the amount of effort you have to go through to get them. And on top of that, oh, you know, you can't, like, if you pick the wrong one, then you still lose. You know, like there's no, I would like you to die, please. Oh, but you didn't. But you didn't. And then I did. Maybe lava works there too. God. So maybe just use the fire stick. Yeah, use this thing. When it's the yoga farm time, and otherwise just stick to the lava. Just, yeah, because this is. Oops, there's no button. Come on, hustle it up. Anywho, as you can see, just having killer weapons isn't enough to just like easy mode these bosses. It's still so complicated, and you know, I'm not going to get a ton done. In fact, I don't even know how long I've been playing so far because I didn't start the timer, because that would have been a wise choice, and I'm not doing so many of those these days with my recordings. I'm just running behind. Historically, I have been way ahead of the shit. Well, my life was going differently, I'll call it that. And so, staying ahead of the channel was easy. You know, every day I was doing nothing but spending tons and oh boy, tons and tons of hours in front of the keyboards, making sure the spreadsheet's up to date, making sure all the videos are scheduled right, editing. Now I'm trying to get my cooking business off the ground. I'm trying to like enjoy the games I'm playing and such, and so as a result, I don't remember what Snake is. Oh, Snake. I'm just getting coins. God, it's so fast. So fast. I think it's always nope. Now it's Tiger first. That's fine. Just I would really like you to die from this. All right. I'm glad that didn't kill me. Yeah, this is crazy, but I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. There we go. Ah, so many coins. I just jumped right into that one. Ah, the coin situation is. This is. I can handle it. I can handle it. I can handle it. So, anywho, you're gonna come along with this journey for as much as I can do in an episode, because I do not have the patience or the energy to do that. Again, it's just they just program you. They just program you to jump sometimes and to think sometimes. All right, this is the one that is a real problem for my brain. I had real problems with this the first time. Did it again. I pressed down for some reason. My brain says it's okay to press down, and it's not. It's really not. Why aren't you dead yet? I've shot you so many times. Oh my god, why won't it die? It should die. Ah, it's gonna be the brain pain one. Yes! Goodbye, Ribby and Croaks. Whew. So, I don't have infinite Cuphead in me. I'm not gonna be able to do this non-stop for the rest of the day. However, I am gonna do a bunch of it. So, we're gonna let this happen. I don't know what the goal means. That's interesting. Just want to verify. I am recording. Alright, I am recording. And we're back to Cuphead. And I hope I didn't screw my recording, but I still see the gold bar, so I'm leaving myself to believe I did. Alright, so... Oh, okay, you get a star when you do them on... Perfect, that's good. So there's a way to tell everything I did. So let's see if we can get 2 more in this episode. And if I do, that would be amazing for start. I'm avoiding Hildeberg because that one took me some effort. It's a flying level, and the game has both kinds. It has levels where you're on the ground and levels where you're flying around, like a ground-based shoot 'em up and an air-based shoot 'em up. And it just doesn't hit him at all. It just okay. So we gotta fix that. Ooh. Oh, you know what? The airman gun is probably going to be good for you. Although this is kind of making mincemeat of all your things. You see what I mean? Like, there's all these with the other guns. This is literal hell because you can't do anything about all these projectiles. But this thing they add in the DLC that goes a little bit the way you want and then goes right to the boss. As long as you're good enough about dodging and you understand the platform or the patterns of these enemies, it's like total easy mode. And I don't know how I feel about it. Like I fancy myself a bit of a game designer. Not that I've finished any of my games, but certainly every time I play one of these games, oh, did he just like punch me? Does this work or is it gonna hit me? Oh, it worked. Cool. So on the one hand, it seems a little bit like bad, like you did a bad job designing your game. If I have my suspicions that maybe this isn't on expert, because this seems almost identical to the original challenge. But oh boy, maybe not. Maybe not. I remember that part being so hard. This is still the first island. I created this challenge because the videos did great. The whole the whole playthrough didn't do great, but Cuphead videos historically, the shorts and the long form stuff, guaranteed to get a couple hits on my channel no matter what day of the week it is. So when it was like I got to do something special for the fans because I do a lot of videos, like I can tell. Cuphead is like the only thing without commentary that's popular. And I don't know if that's the algorithm doing its thing or if that's me doing my thing. Yeah, that counted. But it's happening. So I was like, we've been doing commentary, we've been doing Cuphead. Let's cross the streams. Hold on. Now this thing here, I wanted to check something real fast. I'll probably die this first time around, just because I'm doing a quick test here. Okay. Because okay, I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, so you do keep the invisible dash for a hot second. Okay. But then you get hit, right? If you hold it. Okay, that's cool. Anyway, so an interesting thing about the flying levels is that you do have some of these, like you have all this, but you can't jump. So all the things that are related to parrying and to jumping, the rules work a little bit different. Anyway, another one that works a little bit different is one of my favorite of the relics that you can equip is the invisible dash, which you disappear for a hot second, you go poof. Ah, there's a smoke cloud. I never noticed. I thought that was a different part of the effect. There you go. Anyway, it didn't seem to me that I was actually invincible during the dash while I was playing the first time, but that could also just be because I was getting hit, like just bomb. Fun reference, deep cut. That is Andy Bogard's like projectile from one of the Real Bout games, which is I hate you so much, Hildebert. It's such a deep cut. This game is full of references to stuff from fighting games, and not a ton of people. I mean, if you look on my channel, you can tell, but most people in my personal life don't know that I'm just a huge nut for fighting games. And did I pick the right one? Yeah. And so the thing about fighting games is it's a very niche, like it's a very niche fan base, like those of us who are in are usually in pretty deep, and those of us who are in are few. But, we're so committed that it's the kind of thing where, this lady bird plane helicopter thing with a bunch of reference to a bunch of other games, like this, I believe there's God knows how many articles written about the Cuphead references, because boy, there are, like ain't nothing in this game that isn't like a deep cut reference to an old cartoon or an old video game. But most of them are things or like games that are more popular, not exactly Mario and Zelda level popular, but definitely in the popular lexicon, like you would get a Contra reference, you would get references to some anime characters and certain 1950s cartoon characters that ain't exactly Disney caliber, but they happen. Anyway, what's fun for me is that a lot of them are fighting game references. They are references to I just ate that one. And this lady shooting a tornado from a game that wasn't even big in its own series, like the way her arms move was so specific, that just tickles me pink. I really like Ribby and Croaks because they have a bunch of other ones, and they're already dead, so I don't have to talk about them. But most of their moves, the fireballs, they're like Hadoukens, the Yoga Flame guys that the one dude is spitting out. I don't know their names. Like I know they're Ribby and Croaks, but I don't know which one is Ribby, and I don't know which one is Croaks. Oh, they got me. Those jerks got me. I gotta learn to just dodge through the bullets. There's really no reason for me to keep eating them. Yeah, I never noticed the smoke cloud. Like I thought it was just one of the other many effects going on the screen during the course of play. Nonetheless, I don't know. I'm gonna eventually beat her, but I pressed the wrong button. That is a thing that doesn't happen so much when you're not doing commentary. It does still happen. This game does just mentally guard crush you and trick you into pressing the weapon switch button instead of the dodge button. Or the parry button, or trick you into getting shot. You monsters! How could you do that to me? Nonetheless, fighting game references are abound. There's a character later who has a bunch of stuff from Street Fighter 3, and like that's the dark horse of the Street Fighter series. Now we're on like 6, and like you feel however you feel about Street Fighter at this point, but um, way back in the day when fighting games were like really bountiful. I mean, every developer was making multiple fighting games a year. It was kind of nuts, even in the arcades. Capcom put out what was officially the third Street Fighter, because Street Fighter 2 lived on forever. And the third Street Fighter did not do well. It was beautifully animated, it had some very interesting characters, but it dumped all the old characters, all of them. I mean, like Chun-Li, Guile, Dawson, everybody you know now that you wouldn't imagine like turning on Street Fighter without seeing them on the screen. Street Fighter 3 got rid of every single one of them except Ryu and Ken. There's a lot of rumors that I wonder what my problem is. I think it's the lack of super. I think we need more super. Is what's this issue. The dodge is nice, but I wasn't doing it. I recognized a couple seconds into that fight that I wasn't even pressing the button. But I swore. Ah! It's also an expert. I just realized that. I mean, I didn't realize it, but I have so much memory, of doing it on not expert that now that I'm here on expert, the idea that it's harder is it's confusing to my brain. I can't imagine that these tasks have somehow gotten more challenging considering I was already so upset at them. But it's happening, like it's these guys I'm guessing are shooting more bullets than they did before. They're more frequent. Like I don't remember ever having to die with the triple shot. This guy is shooting these arrows. There we go. This will take care of the blues, right? Yeah, cool. And cool, done with that. I wonder, do you have to go through all three of the constellations, or do you? Oh, and I bet her aim is better. Like I bet Haha is faster, and there's more. I'm sure. I'm sure. In fact, I almost want to say I don't even remember seeing the Bogard tornado. I don't even remember seeing the Bogard tornado the first time around. That's how different the fight was on normal. But now that I'm doing it, I'm also like talking, which who knows how much of this I glossed over before because I was just staring at the boss at the time. I think I can probably get her with one of these stars. I hate these stars. Oh, I hate this part so much. I like that star. Don't laser me. This is why I hate it because there's no way to tell when when they're gonna laser you. I don't want to die. I want you to die. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please just die. Please just die. No! No! Please just die. Ah! Why won't you die? I've hit you with everything. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. And that's it, y'all. I did it. I don't know if that was 30 minutes, but that's enough Cuphead for me. I finished the whole island. So here's how this is going to go. If you guys want more of this, if you guys want to see me play this ridiculously hard game even more, you need to hit that subscribe button. And if you have already, you need to find someone else you know and have them hit it too, because that is the only condition that will drive me back to this ridiculous game is 500 subs. That's the new number. 500 subs, and I will come back to playing this game that is cruel and mean and just aesthetically beautiful. Like everything about it is wonderful. So, I'm gonna hit you with a little bit of flippity floppity floop here. Say shout outs to you for watching, for motivating me to get back to this game, because it was nowhere near as bad as I thought it would be. And leave you with a little bit of this. It's nice to rest your eyes and maybe go outside. Grab a book and get some air. So what are you waiting for? Bum, 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 bum. Why not take a quick break? Tune the radio. There's chores to do, there's leaves to rake. Strum the old banjo. You can practice your Lindy Hop. Bum, 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 bum. And maybe later sing with your barber shop. Why not take a little quick break and come back for more? Or then come back for more. Or please come back.